welcome to Awesomecallstrading.com. How's everyone today? Market is accelerating to the downside as I'm doing this webinar, so you might hear me buying some positions. I'm watching the market just accelerate right now. Netflix just dropped. We have a lot of traders right now currently shorting Tesla and Netflix as we speak. And Tesla's pulling more. Netflix is pulling more. And these are really nice shorts. J&J is getting walloped off of today's news. We are swinging J&J from about 132 levels, and we actually some of us caught 4 or 5 points to the upside when I went long off the 132 level. This was a nice long. I called it off this double bottom, as you can see, and I went long here, and I actually had a sell order before I went on break to 137. And it didn't hit. I came back and it's down, so I'll add into the weakness and overnight it on a swing. Also, a shop today is being gutted. They did an offering at $154. Stock closed yesterday. I believe it was 160, and then they offered the offering at 154, and you could see with the market it plunged this all the way down into the 140. So we're gonna we actually in pre-market played this. This is one of our plays. Congratulations, PSK. PSK just indicated his target hit on Tesla. Nice short, boss. Well done. And this one we actually played the pullback in the morning. Was item I believe 9 or 10 on our list. We are buying it here at the 143, 144 levels, and we were able to pop it up to 147. We were trying to get 148 or more, but then the market started to turn red, so obviously you could see it smash down to 140, and we are buyers here. My average right now is roughly 144.19. So I'm going to add to this and swing it and wake up, and it should be nice. But that was a really good play on shop. The next trade that we did on our list was XPO. Yesterday we were, after the great short seller Spruce came in and did his thing, the stock really accelerated the sell-off. We played it off the bottom, off the 41, and got the nice bounce. I was also suggesting yesterday that they probably would offer a buyback on the stock, and that's exactly what happened. But this morning we were watching the pre-market notes. We indicated to go long. It was item number 2. And you could see right here, I said, look, it's gapping up 4. Wait for the pullback to $45 range and go long. So this was kind of pretty clear and cut what we wanted to do. And we wanted to take the stock to 51. All right, that was the range we were going to play today. And that's what I put in writing, because I told everyone in the chat room, look for 45 area to go long, scale in. If it breaks through the 48 off this flag, off this support, look for the stock to go to 51. And if you look, the stock hit 51.48. It was just an absolutely stunning call, trade, guidance, just mass, just well done. Can't stress it enough. That was a well done, executed trade. And the chat room really nailed it. Want to give props to B Trades on J&J this morning. This was his baby. In pre-market, B Trades 23 is a great moderator in our room. This was on his list that the stock was going to get hit off of some asbestos issues in children's powder, and the stock just got clobbered. He made the short around 146, I believe, 147. And typically J&J will not sell off on something like this, but today, because the market was crashing, it accelerated to the downside, and this thing just got beat to crap. And so, anyway, we're buying the weakness. We're going to swing it. We do think confident, being defended all over the place. Lots of funds in this. J&J's out defending themselves, and we feel strongly it will open up around 130, 137, 138 on Monday, and we can all cash out, or at least I will. The next stock that we had was Starbucks. This was a fun trade this morning. This is what we call fun in Awesome Calls Trading. This was a really good trade. The stock was gapping down on some base. I think they were giving guidance or something. And for us, I really love this trade. And one thing you have to know about the investors on Starbucks, it's a lot of funds love to own this stock, and anytime weakness comes in, the stock usually rips. So if a gap's down and it's weak, I always like to go long Starbucks, and I like to fill the gaps. So you could see the gap was up here, this area here, and it just got plastered. So I told the chat room in writing and in the morning, take long right at the open. It was right here, Starbucks, you could see. I would go long at 64. If it dips to 63, add to it and look for the stock to go to 66. Again, I give you the entry. I tell you what to expect, what your exit should be, what the stock will do, and I will tell you why. Okay? So one of the key words that I wrote in my note was that the issue's unsurprising guidance. In other words, I was reading the analysts this morning, and most of them were like, well, we're aware of what they had issued, so the stock being down over $2.50 is kind of ridiculous. So right there, that told me from a trader standpoint, go long at 64 and look for a 66 pop. So I want you to see how the stock worked out. You see the gap down? It pulled at the open, 64 and under, and you could see the pop. And as you can see, the stock hit $65.84. We were done with the stock when it hit through 65.50. I tried to get to 66, missed it by about 16 cents, but you can see it was a clearly well-executed trade. Very impressed with that trade. So was the room. A lot of people played that. The next stock that was on our list was a stock called Roku. And this one was just gapping down. It's been getting clobbered the last 5 days with the market. But this morning, I felt Roku would pop off the 33 area. So I was telling the chat room, go ahead and go long 33 at the open. And the stock should probably pop and gap fill. Well, it didn't just gap fill. I mean, this thing just got a mind of its own. And I really want you to see the entry call on Roku right here. Roku is right here, $33, go long. I even indicated nibble long here. And that's what's telling the traders in the room, pre-market, start buying stock. Don't be afraid of it. Start nibbling. And if it drops even more, don't worry. I would love the stock to hit 30. If it does, I'm a buyer. I've always said that. But if it goes to 31.50 and under, continue to go long the stock. It will bounce and get back through 34. So it gave a nice trade for a lot of traders in the room to at least get some money in their pockets right away. And if you see, the bell rang, and I was correct again on that. Stock long at 33, and it hit 34.81. But in the first few minutes, it hit 34.50. Well executed trade if you took it. Another great trade that we did was ESPR. This one I threw in just to show traders. I don't know. It's more like a talent trade. I wanted to show traders just the kind of talent in our room. This one got downgraded yesterday from Goldman to $45 price target. So the stock had already, I played it yesterday, pop at the open, then fade off. And this one was down $2. But the market was green, I believe, yesterday. So today, with it being red, I figured today would be the day we get clobbered. And what I'm noticing about Goldman calls is that usually day two, especially if the market's red, that's where you get the meat of the move. And so today, I wanted to see if I was right. And so what I told everyone in the room was, I'm going to do something different here. So I went ahead and indicated to everyone ESPR right here, item number 5. I like to get it up, see if it pulls to 48.50 levels, and then bounce it 1 to 2 points, and then fade it. But I wanted to gap fill it first. If it gap filled back to this 50.90 area, you have to short the stock and then take it to those 48.50 levels for the bounce. And that was really the call. And once the market opened, the stock just bounced right to the gap fill. It just gap filled. And I told everyone, okay, this is it. Now it goes to 48.50. And you could see clearly it just, once it bounced, gapped up, it pulled all the way to 48.50, actually to 47.50. I was really, I was actually hoping it would just fall off a cliff and just hit this in the open and then bounce back, because that's typically what they do. But this was, I couldn't believe this just popped right at the open. I'm like, okay, go short. And I was just screaming out short, 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 short. Well executed play. I was really happy. Next one, we had a small cap stock for small cap short sellers in here. This one was Tick. Tick really had just, they got something to do with about $600,000. I think it was Tick got a $615,000 order for a test set. I mean, like, really? I even put that. See it? Really? So I just said let it pop, then sell it off. That's it. And it should go right back down to $3. So Tick turned out to be a nice winner. Pop at the open. I was hoping a little bit more than that, like 420, 430. Scale in short and just write it down. All right. Just it's a no-brainer. So that's it. Yeah. ESPR shop. Right now with the market down, we're going to add on. I'm going to add on weakness and overnight some swings. So, and also I am also still in Marna for long term, and I've added on the weakness this morning on this, and we'll continue to add and build a decent position on this one. This is my actually third time playing the stock, and I bought it on Wednesday, and I'm still holding positions here. I have an 18. I'm staring at my screen right now. 1850 average now is my average. And if it pulls to 18 or 1825, it should bring it down some more. So, and you can tell this morning was at 1888, and the day before, Myrna was 1920. So both days in a row was green. But I chose to, this time, since I made so much money the first two times, I told myself, you know what, I'll let this one, if it turns red a little bit, that's fine, because I'm basically playing with cash with it. I made, I think, 2,500 and 1,700, and I showed those on Twitter, so I made about $4,000. So right now being down, 20 cents, I think I can live with that. So other than that, it was a really good day, and I was really impressed with the room and the quality of trades and ideas. And I want to give a shout out to Raphael. He's a moderator in our room. He's been liking Neo almost every day this week, and he called out Neo this morning once it broke through the flag. About 7:50, it gave us a nice 40 cent run on it this morning. So it was really nice to see Neo. He always likes to play that. He calls it out almost every day when he sees it get back and playing. Chart pattern always shows sell off and pop, sell off and pop, sell off and pop, and that's what he exactly did. Okay, so anyway, pre-market was pretty good. Keep in mind that we do form our list 1 hour before the market opens. I'm usually up, excuse me, I'm usually up 2 hours before the market opens, forming the list, going through, reading everything, earnings reports, and so forth. And I just start. I come in the room about 10 minutes to 6. I say good morning to everyone. Good morning to Jenny, who's usually on the mic and screen sharing. And my list is already done, and I start putting my thoughts down. And I usually start from the bottom up is my normal, because the top pick usually gets a big pop if I like ALKQA. Once I put it on there, it usually starts to run in pre-market because we have so many different chat rooms in our room that copy our ideas. So ALQA was just a pop, let the noise, quick pop at the open, and short it back down to, I believe I said 225 and under. And if you want to see that, this was a no-brainer in our room. We do this all day, and we never get wrecked on these things, hardly ever. I mean, we just know these trades like the back of our hands. So I just tell everybody, watch the toppings, low, set in, just fade it right back down. And the PR was just crap this morning. Something about they got a grand award. Grand awards in Awesomecalls Trading equals short. So that's what we do. All right. So thank you for being a part of our room this week, and I look forward to trading with you on Monday morning. And again, if you want to click, it's right there. If you want to become an annual, we will pay for your scan services, any one of them you want for the entire year. Only costs you $2 to be in the room. And I will see you on Monday morning. Thank you so much, and be well. Trade smart. Take care.